Over the past few days, much has been said about the life of our former Prime Minister Bob Hawke. A larrikin bloke, a uniting leader, a social and economic reformer. To help publicise his hard work, not surprisingly, he was a regular in this program. But it wasn't just politics. Bob also shared with us the highs and the lows of his personal life. Of course, he had a pretty healthy ego, which meant when he finally left Canberra, he didn't leave the spotlight. Among a host of other activities, he even tried his hand as one of us, a 60 Minutes reporter.
We've all seen television pictures of the devastation in Somalia, but you can't really grasp the enormity of the problems until you actually go there.
Bob Hawke was never shy in retiring.
As soon as you land in the place, you have to deal with a gunman.
He thought he could do anything. 60 Minutes, no sweat.
Mogadishu was the capital of Somalia, but right now it's simply a collection of armed camps.
1992, Hawke, the reporter, had no qualms about throwing himself into the hard places.
This lady has 10 children, her husband's died.
If Bob seemed at ease in a Somalian war zone, that might be explained by his long experience in the factional politics of the ALP, which had recently seen him dumped as PM.
In this election, we were watching two main parties.
Having been a Prime Minister, Bob had great contacts when it came to getting major interviews.
I first got to know John Major on the phone during the Gulf War.
To be a good reporter, you need to be interested in people, which Hawke certainly was. And the politician in him knew that people were interested in sport. It helped, of course, that he was able to single-handedly win the America's Cup back in 1983.
He just came in, crossed in front, and that marvellous tacking duel down the final leg. Oh.
Well, not quite single-handedly. Good friend and skipper John Bertrand played a part too.
Never to be forgotten, Johnny. Yeah. And, of course, it gave me the opportunity of saying the most remembered thing I've ever said in my life.
I tell you what, any boss who sacks anyone for not turning up today is a bum.
Then there was Bob's combined love of cricket and beer, which he shared with the nation.
I love you.
Just turning on the job. Where the atmosphere is great. I love to have a beer with Rob.
But surely the biggest story of his life was a love story. Certainly, he thought so.
My feet are much nicer than his.
Love for a woman he first met more than 20 years earlier. Journalist, writer and biographer Blanche Dalpouge. You met him, I think, in Indonesia
Yes.
at an embassy party. Did he strike you as someone special then?
Yeah, I had no idea who he was. I thought his name was Robin. But we sat down together on one of those swinging chair things and talked for about 2 hours.
I thought, my God. So that was the beginning of an affliction.
But in you, he found someone he loved even more than himself, didn't he?
Yes,
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
absolutely. Zaza gabo, c'est impossible, but I love you more and more.
Hello, I'm Charles Wooley. Thanks for watching. To keep up with the latest from 60 Minutes Australia, make sure you subscribe to our channel. You can also download the 9Now app for full episodes and other exclusive 60 Minutes content.